Welcome back, guys, to the 100k build challenge. If you're new here, this is a challenge I took upon myself to make $100,000 using only AI tools. There is no time limit, but I think we should put one. Not right now though, but to go over the rules, we have 3 rules for this challenge. The first rule is I have to document everything on this channel, and that's definitely slowing me down a little because I can't be recording every single day, and the editing and stuff takes a lot of time to fix the videos. So if I wasn't documenting it, I would be going very fast. But whatever, we're here. That's the first rule. The second rule is I have to use only AI tools, and I can't code myself. I don't even know how to code myself. I'm just a 15-year-old vibe coder. And the third rule is I can't stop until I make the 100k. I don't know how many apps or how many websites, how many SaaS it's gonna take, but I'm not stopping at all. Alright guys, welcome back. And before I get started with what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna go over what we did last time. So the last time we went for the auth module, we implemented the backend for it. You see there's a lot of files here and a lot of directories in the source folder, the scripts. So we implemented the backend for the auth module and the front end. So we're done with everything. I guess the initial setup of everything. We even connected it to Supabase. We fixed everything. That's what we did. Now, in this episode, I'm going to fix some things. We're gonna test the auth module together. So let's tell it to do that. Okay, I just told it to go look in the memory bank and see how the auth module works. That's essentially what we're gonna do. And you can see it's using its augment context engine to find different information and search up through files and everything. Okay, so it looks like it's done. It will give us an overview of everything, but I don't really need an overview, because when you ask it something, it will go understand it better, and now we can tell it to help us properly. So now I'm gonna say, is the app working with Expo Go right now? I really need to test it first before we move on. Please, can you check? Okay, I just told it to check if we have Expo set up here. Now it's gonna check if we have it or not, and if we don't, it's gonna install it, I guess. Okay, so it's kind of finished understanding the setup, and it says we're using React Native CLI project. This project is set up as a standard React Native CLI project, so we're not using Expo. And it says if we do try to use Expo, it's gonna really change a lot of significant codes. So before that, I'm gonna ask it if we do have to change it, or would it be better if we don't change it. So I told it to, if I want to test it on my phone, would it be better if I just keep the React Native CLI setup, or should I choose to Expo? And it's kind of explaining it to me now. Okay, this is all really, really hard to understand, so I will just say change it to use Expo. I would like you to start and make all the changes necessary for it to work with Expo. Go. Start from the back end. Start from the back end and then move on to the front end, please. There's a bunch of weird noises here because I'm outside, so sorry guys. Alright guys, it looks like I've been able to make it work. So it's kind of like I haven't made the Expo work with it yet, but I talked to it. It was a little slow. I had to refresh the VS Code thing, the VS Code session, because an app was glitching out here, a file. Then I changed everything and now it's working properly. And what it's really doing right now is kind of like trying to make it work with Expo Go. I had to tell it at the beginning, but I forgot to. So now I gotta fix that. And here, I got the backend running. It had a little errors. We installed all the packages and now the backend for auth server is running. And we can continue with what Augment says. Here it's making an Expo project here. I don't know if you had to do this at the beginning or it's okay if we do it right now, but we're gonna see. So now I kind of made a single Expo folder here, and it's gonna import every module we make. So when we run the Expo app, all of them are gonna be running and working. So that's one more thing I must say. We're having a great progress here. It's been more than 30 minutes I've been working on this on the back end and then making it work on the front end. Forgot password screen and register screen. It's making all the different screens for auth and stuff. Let's update the app.tsx file. It's updating them, so it's like adding the information we had before. I tried to make a single Expo file folder for each component, but that will be way too problematic to run them all. So I just said make a single one and combine everything. So now it's doing that. Alright guys, I got the Expo app to work because I didn't augment it. So this is how the front end looks like. We have our first error when I try to sign up, but this is what the web version looks like, I guess. This is the sign up, this is the sign in page, and after we do that, I think this is it. This is everything we have implemented in the front end. And everything we will be implementing in the back end. So the rest should be in the back end. Now I tried to sign up and it said registration failed. There was a problem with the back end. So we're gonna try to solve it now. I'm gonna send it this message with the error and I'll tell it I got this error. Can you fix this, please? What is this about? Let's see what it does. Okay, so guys, it took a minor change. And look at the masterpiece my boy pulled up with. Pretty sure the auth is not that secure yet. But let's try this again. I will sign up with the new one. It's gonna just register you. I'm gonna, you know what? Sign up this same email. If it's smart enough, it will understand it. But let's try this again. You say register. See? Now when it gets you to the login page so you can log in. But that's the next thing we gotta change. Let me show you the logs here and inspect, and it used the API to register, and there's no errors, so it properly registered. Now we can even go check the Supabase integration and see if it's actually putting the emails and everything in there. Supabase. Sign in. There we go. Now the project was project hard auth. This is the authentication we had. Let's see. Pre-seeded tables, challenges, fitness profiles, user challenges. Do I have anything? I don't have anything here. Is it really saving stuff here though? Well, where is it saving them then? Okay, let's ask it. The app is not set up to work with the change screens, so we'll tell it. Does it work properly with Supabase? And does it save the emails and everything in there for us? Let's see if it works or not. Yes, the implementation works properly with Supabase and will save users' emails and authentication data in your Supabase project. And I'll tell it to see if it has saved anything. So I registered. It gave me no errors, and I want you to look at the Supabase project and tell me if it did anything or not. Okay. Tried to use the own thing but couldn't, so used the MCP we had. There we go. Looks like it is there. Great, I can see that your registration was successful. Here's what I found in the Supabase database. User registration confirmed, account status, and everything. This confirms that the registration process is working correctly. There we go, guys. We got auth working. The next step is to make the login page work. It's dark outside, so I gotta go inside. So catch you guys next time.